The big question is now, like, fast forward, who we going to pick? And if I could just present my personal three picks for VP. Yag, I have to congratulate Yag. Yag was absolutely right. I said it was going to happen Monday. Somewhere in the world it was Monday, but it wasn't Monday where I was. It was Sunday, and it happened. Yak said it would happen on Sunday, so clap it up for Yak. I'm a, I'm a man of great mercy, humility, and strength, and I know when I was beaten. Yak beat me. Second, the Republicans are truly terrified, but like I do want to talk about, like, if you gave me the ability to give three suggestions for her VP, I'm gonna fall into a uh, very interesting category of people. I think you'll find. Let's just quickly take a look. Oh, you should pick a Republican or the Manchin guy who left the Democratic Party and went to the be an independent because he was secretly a Republican the whole time. I'm not crazy enough to say anything like that. I do have like legitimate picks for legitimate reasons. And the first one, a goodie but an oldie. I like this guy. I like this guy, John Tester. And I didn't know this man's capability until my friend put me on game. Raymond John Tester is an American politician and farmer serving in the Senate, serving as a senator in the United States Senate for Montana. Now, I'm against us pulling senators or House representatives because we don't want to lose any seats in the Congress. So he this is the reason why I'm presenting him first, as he's not ideal, but if we had everything shored up, this 67-year-old dude from Montana who's a Democrat, I would absolutely pick. And it's not because his police haircut or he looks like somebody that would be mad that if I showed up to pick his daughter up on a date, he'd be like, "Not my sweet grenadine, hell no, uh, not over my dead body, not over my like no." He wouldn't be mad that I was there to pick his daughter up. He looks like he would be, but he's actually not going to be. But I just found this tweet to be of him to be so good. And the statement and the sentiment seems very true. The man has an ability, and once again, big belly bodies, big belly summer, big belly time. It's our time, big bellies. Let it hang over the belt. Look at how jolly this man is. We like a giggly big man. This man makes you feel safe. Look at that belly. You know this man isn't going to have a bad economy. There's no way you have a bad economy with a belly like that. But look at his ability to tame these Montanans. You feel me? And without, like, this is a man who can talk to people on the other side. And this tweet, I don't agree with the vernacular, but the man's got a point. You know, the man's got a point. So John Tester would be my like, fingers crossed. It'd be great to see him, right? But then, if we wanted to have fun with this selection, if we wanted to truly have fun, because I'm of the mindset when Barack was president, even though he's a trash bag individual, even though Barack was a trash bag individual, and I have my reasons, don't get me wrong, he was smooth. He's Barry. He's motherfucking Barry. We're not debating that. But he was the crown prince of drone strike Anybody, everybody, weddings, funerals, daycares. Barry did that. And he hasn't, up until this point, he has yet to endorse Kamala. He pushed Joe Biden out, but Obama's representation in this action is probably the clearest form of democratic misstepping. Hey Joe, you gotta back out. All right, Joe backs out. Who's gonna step up? Well, I just want him to back out. I don't know what's next. So what you talking for? You don't got a plan? What you complaining for if you ain't got a plan? You're a public citizen. Sit your ass down. When Barry was in office, I found it to be very interesting. Michelle brought a certain level of energy. And there's a part of me that feels, and maybe I'm a little biased here, but black people just tend to have more fun with life because we live life on the edge. You don't know what the fuck could happen to you, so you got to enjoy everything. The black surrealism is a real thing. And I think it would be the most surreal it's ever been in this country if Wes Moore was the VP pick. The governor out of Maryland. Look at that smile. There's something about this man's face. There's something about this dude that just puts a smile on my face. It's fucking contagious. But, you know, you can't judge a book by its cover, but as a person who lived in Maryland for 4 years and watched his political growth from the start when he was actually canvassing and door knocking and fundraising, being in Maryland, it's hard not to like this guy. And I think he would bring a certain level of legitimacy in form of everyday American. Being on the East Coast, you sort of got this grit about yourself. Whether it's earned or not is up to you, but there's a certain level of grittiness, like, you know, we fucking, this is America. What's up? You know, it's not a Southern drawl where you feel like, this is America. It's not a Cali thing like, oh yeah, you know, this is just America. It's not bougie. It's like, yo, I go to work, I get home, and on Saturdays, I like to get fucked up. And I don't want to hear nobody's bullshit about that. And my sports team better be winning, or everyone else is losing. His politics are also internally pretty solid. He's won convincingly. And his primary claim to claim has a lot to do with infrastructure and collaboration. He seems to have the ability to motivate people to do the right thing. You never, like, I can't say it goes without, but, you know, you never hear about Republicans doing off-the-wall shit in Maryland. Knock on wood. But, like I said, I fell into a trope and I felt bad about it, but I don't believe America's ready to have a 2-woman party. I don't know if there's enough wherewithal for that, and maybe I might not think that highly of my neighbors, but that's what it is. So then who would I pick, like, neck and neck? And I think this one was sort of a tie between Wes Moore and the pick I felt would be best for accomplishing the goal, which is, the goal is, remember, to beat the other team. And for me, it has to be Andy Bouchard of Kentucky. Andy Bouchard of Kentucky's, in my mind, ticks all the boxes that you would need in order to get the Southern vote, the people who are lost in this deluge of the far right Republicans' messaging. There's a group of Republicans out there who just need a decent person to say something. and they'll act accordingly. It's the equivalent of he is the mama's eye to a child without saying anything. That look your mama gave you and you just knew what was up. And then your friend looking at you like, hey man, why you all stiff? And then you point to your mom and he's like, oh shit, my bad. Let me straighten up. Fuck. I didn't know we was on alert. I think he does that. And the fact that he was so vocal early and often about Biden leaving and getting out was also another paramount thing that I found to be very interesting. Yeah, those would be my 3 picks. I don't think Pete would make it. Maybe this is my, like, I know why Pete wouldn't make it, and Pete knows why he wouldn't make it. I think 2 women just wouldn't work. I think picking someone in the middle of the road, Gavin Newsom, he looks like a Batman mobster supervillain to be. Picking someone in the middle of the road, like you could pick, what's that, Fetterman, that psychopath. You don't want someone in the middle of the road. Because once again, Trump is one of the most historically bad candidates running for president. Like, people don't realize that this dude could be going to jail for the rest of his life if he doesn't win this. Like, his messaging about mass deportation is seriously unpopular. But it's unpopular because everyone in America knows somebody who is tied to this directly. And we've seen articles about kids being separated because people got deported. Like a bunch of Republicans who were Hispanic, voting Republicans who are Hispanic, and then they deport their family members and say, I thought you were only going to get rid of the bad ones. Newsflash. They think all of you are bad. They just can't legally get rid of y'all. So having someone like Andy who's not afraid to speak up on topics that matter, like in Georgia, when all of those peaches and fruits expired in the farms because the Kemp dude decided to bring his band bus around, is wild. And I saw Arizona for the Kelly dude. I just don't know. I saw a lot of him on TYT, and I feel like I should like him more. But there's something about him that just makes me feel uneasy. Like he doesn't, like, and you know what it is? It's because, isn't Arizona where that one chick, what's her name? The one girl that was like Democratic and then left the party after getting she was from Arizona. So she doesn't make me feel confident. Cinema, yes, yeah. Cinema doesn't make me feel confident that people from Arizona are trustworthy. So like she scarred me. And it's nothing against him, but I think she scarred me. Baby, don't hurt me no more. Oh, oh, oh.